Number 32, I always start from the bottom to the top. Number 32, Detroit Lions, 0-5. We just booted the guy. He wasn't, you know, active at all. So it's in the rules. He missed 3 games in a row. It's an automatic boot, and he missed 3 games in a row. So it's pretty simple there. So if anyone knows anyone that would like to join as the Lions, that would be great. They're a really good team. They're just being wasted, in my opinion. Number 31 are the Pittsburgh Steelers. 0-4 record. New owners taking them over, and you know, it'll be a challenge to come back from 0-4. It can be done. He's wanting to make trades for players that are, I don't know, big names, but they may not be the best on the field. Number 30 in the power rankings are with 1-4 Colts. The Colts are struggling. I think they missed some off season, and that's why their roster doesn't look that good. They're having trouble, especially on offense, only scoring 57 points on the season. A couple of forced losses in there also. Number 29, also 1-4, the London Black Knights, the second team out of London. He's on Army assignment. He should be back, I think, for this week's games. I need to check with him and see. But forced losses have caused him to fall to number 29 in the rankings. Number 28, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are also 1-4. They're having trouble on both sides of the ball, defensively and offensively. And still time. We gotta try and get it figured out. They're a playoff team last year, so they can turn it around. They just got to get back in the swing of things and figure it out down there. Number 27, 1-3 are the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons have played some teams tough, despite having a limited roster, and it's impressive to see. Um, their defense has not been bad. They've held teams to 88 points on the year. Offensively, only scored 68, but they're hanging in there. They're hanging in there with a limited roster, and that's good to see. Number 26 in the rankings are the Los Angeles Dragons at 1-4. They've been competitive. There's only a 9-point difference between points for and points against, but hadn't been able to pull out the wins in the closer games. But they're right there, and they're better. And I think that division is still open. Talking about the NFC North, with the Lions being where they are. Vikings and Packers are starting to separate themselves a little bit, but I think there's still a chance there for the Dragons. Number 25 in the rankings are the Denver Broncos, 1-4. The new owner has played some lower scoring defensive games thus far, but has been able to get over the hump and win consistently. And in that division, I think they have the defense. I think when you look at their secondary, their secondary has Norman, Chris Harris, Revis, and even though Revis is older, he's still good. So the Broncos have the pieces there to make a run, in my opinion. Number 24 in the power rankings are the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are 1-4. However, the new owner did win his first game over a good Bengals team. So I think the Chiefs are going to be ones to watch. They have a lot of speed on offense between Conley, the young rookie Cole, and Hundley can throw the ball and you put it out there. So that's going to be a team to watch over there in the AFC West. Number 23 in the rankings, Washington Redskins. I mentioned this earlier. They started out 2-0. They lost 3 in a row. Quarterback plays hurt them a good bit. They got to get some stability there between Manziel and the rookie Woods. But still, they're right there in the NFC East. I think it's wide open. Number 22 in the power rankings are the New York Jets. New York Jets are 2-2 on the year, but the new owner has come in and won a couple of games. Offensively, they haven't done a lot, but they've been able to hang in there defensively and win close games, primarily behind that defense. Number 21 in the power rankings are the San Diego Chargers. They're 2-3 on the year. They've been competitive. I don't think they're playing the right quarterback, like I said before. I'm gonna fight for my guy because I think he should play. power rankings, the Dallas Cowboys, 2-3 on the year. They actually are playing very well on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, they're okay. Um, he's actually playing his games, and I gave him a little slow clap earlier for that. But 2-3, he sits at number 20. At number 19, the other team out of London, the London Bulldogs. London Bulldogs are 2-3 on the year. They just pulled a big upset over the Portland Lumberjacks, and that is a well-deserved victory because this guy has lost his share of games, and to see him pull one out over a very good team is a great thing. And it's the thing that I love, and guys come in and they take teams that aren't necessarily great, and they take their lumps, but when you get over the hump, that's the payoff. That's what this league is all about: team building and getting better over time. So that's a well-deserved victory for the Bulldogs. Your logo's still not good enough. Number 18 in the rankings are the New York Giants. The Giants are now 2-3 on the year. They started out 0-3, a couple forced losses, but they've come back. They had a tough loss to the Panthers, and then they won their next two games. I think they're going to be right there in the NFC East, and that race is going to go all the way down to Week 17. I'm calling it now. Number 17 in the rankings are the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals started out 3-0, benefit of a couple sim wins, but now they've lost two. They had a forced loss to me. He got stuck trying to fix a car and missed his scheduled time and wasn't able to, work it out. So, but still 3-2 on the year. They're still right there in the NFC North. I mean, not the NFC, AFC North. Excuse me. And they're tied with this next team, who's number 16 in the rankings, the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns are 3-2 on the year. Had a good start, but they've lost a couple of games here. Um, I think they're going to be right there. That whole division is going to be right there, with the exception of the Steelers. Those three teams are going to really fight it out. I think it might come down to Week 17 also, just like the NFC East. It's a really good division in the AFC North this year. Number 15 in the rankings are the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are 3-2 on the year. Very talented squad when you have Seattle and Dez Bryant. I want to say Dez Bryant might be on the block. I don't know. I mean, when you trade Richard Sherman for Dez Bryant, I think he has to stay, just my opinion. I don't know about that. But, hey, your team, do what you want. Number 14 in the power rankings are 3-2 Minnesota Vikings. Another team that got off to a slow start, but they come back and they won 3 in a row. They're going to push the Green Bay Packers in that NFC North division to see who's going to win it, in my opinion. It's starting to look like a two-team race there, and I think that's going to be a fun one to watch. Number 13 in the power rankings are the Toronto Huskies, former Philadelphia Eagles. 3-2 on the year. The Huskies are playing really good defense, like I've said before. And I'm impressed with the way they play offense. It's a ball control style. It's hard to adjust to. You have to play a lot of different type of coverages you don't normally play, or you don't normally see a lot in Madden. To kind of slow what they want to do down. And I think they're going to be right there in that division in the NFC East. Number 12 in the power rankings are Sanzo's San Francisco 49ers. 49ers are currently 3-2 on the year. They're giving up a lot of points on defense, which is a little different for Sanzo. But offensively, they're able to put up good numbers. Um, he's going to be active in trades. So like I said, don't trade with him because it's not worth it. Number 11 in the power rankings are the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are 3-1 on the year, and putting up good numbers on offense. Defensively, they're giving up some points, but they're winning high-scoring games. And one thing the Packers will always do when Aaron Rodgers is put up points. Now, top 10. This guy's in the top 10 for the first time ever, and that's Kyle's Buffalo Bills. At 3-1 on the year, they have made the top 10 in the power rankings, I think, for the first time ever with a 3-1 record. A lot of offensive talent on that side of the ball. It shows they're putting up, looks like about almost 30 points a game right now. So if they can keep that pace up, they may get into the playoffs with a wild card spot, or even take down the mighty Lumberjacks in that AFC East. Really, really interesting to watch. Number 9 in the power rankings are the New Orleans Saints. They're 3-1 on the year. They've only given up 38 points all year on defense, and I get to face that again. The first game was enough frustrating enough as it was. So they're being carried by their defense down there in the Bayou. And with Garrett Grayson at quarterback, you're gonna have to get carried by your defense. But, I'm probably jinxing myself because he'll probably light it up for 300 on me this week. Number 8 in the power rankings are the Houston Texans. Houston Texans are what is their record? I lost their record. Okay, there we go. Houston Texans are 3-1 on their year, and like I said, he's actually a coach, and he plays the game very smart. He has a very good running back. He's among the league leaders in rushing. He may be the league leader after this week. Um, and the quarterback he has, Case McCain, was a former draft pick of mine that I traded a couple years ago, and he's developed him very well. Number 7 in the power rankings after their loss, the Portland Lumberjacks, 3-1 on the year. It was a tough loss. Those things happen. We all know how Madden is, especially when you're a good team. You go into a situation against someone that's playing well, and if you're on the road, you may not get the breaks, and it happens to all of us. And Jeff took it well. He understands. I appreciate that. Um, but that team is still very, very loaded. I mean, to beat them, you have to play almost a perfect game and then have them make mistakes. And that's why he's always consistently in the top 10. He's a very good player in his own right too. Number 6 in the power rankings are the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars are 4-1 on the year. New owners come in, been a benefit of a couple of sim wins, but hey, still 4-1. It's nothing to sneeze at. You win the games that are on your schedule, and you keep it moving. And he's done a good job with that. He's been trying to trade Bortles. I think he put him back in at the starting lineup right now, but if you need a quarterback, you need to reach out to him and see what he can get, or what you can offer, I should say, and see if you guys can make a deal. Number 5 in the power rankings are the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals are 4-1 on the year. They just suffered their first loss to the Vikings at home. However, they've been putting up big numbers on offense. 151 points on the season. It's about an average of about almost 30 points a game. So they've been really good offensively. And in that division, in the NFC West, that's going to be a dog fight between the Rams, the Cardinals, and the 49ers. And also the Seahawks. All four very talented teams, very talented players. And, you might get both wild cards in the NFC from that division. It would not surprise me at all. It's been really, really interesting to watch. Number 4 in the power rankings, yours truly, Carolina Panthers are 4-1 on the year. Um, we've had a lot of home games so far. I've got another home game coming up this week, and I guess it's good to get them in now because later on, it's harder to win on the road, of course. But our receiving core between Kevin White, the star rookie Kenbrell Spain, and Keenan Allen and Deshaun Jackson, they really carry our team. Trade I made to pick up a running back named C.J. Maggott, I think is really going to help us. It's the type of guy I've been needing in the offense. And defensively, we don't have a ton of speed in the secondary, but we picked up Byron Jones from the Cowboys, and it's really going to help us out. It gives me some height on the outside, along with a little bit of speed. Kind of shift some guys around and make that secondary even better. But we're playing well right now, and if we can solve the red zone, it'll be even better. Number 3 in the power rankings are the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are 4-1. Um, Latavius Murray is the guy that makes that ship go over there. He breaks almost a tackle a play. And the young quarterback Chris Taylor is also playing very well, also for the Ravens. Number 2 in the power rankings are the Oakland Raiders. Oakland Raiders are 4-1 on the year. And despite his incessant whining in the chat, which I've asked people to The Raiders are having a good season with a team that was talented when it was inherited. Um, and the number one team in the power rankings are the St. Louis Rams, and they are putting up big numbers on offense. 177 points in 5 games, very impressive. Um, they've won 4 in a row. Uh, you know, Jimmy Sumter getting it done again. He won a Super Bowl before, and he went to St. Louis. He left the Jets after we had something crazy happen, and he's got them, clicking in St. Louis, and he's #1 in the rankings. So those are the power rankings currently. We do this every 4 weeks, so after week 8, we will do this again, and then after week 9, which is the trade deadline, I go into the ultimate long ass breakdown video where I go through every team, break down their roster, talk about their playoff chances, take a look at the league, and that's when we start getting into playoffs and who's beating who and all that. So that's what's coming down the line in terms of videos. Um, Comments are welcome. If you would like to see something talked about, if you want me to take a look at your team and a spotlight thing, we can do that on the weekly videos on Saturdays. Usually we're at 12 or 1 in the afternoon. Um, Otherwise, there's not really any issues that I need to discuss other than someone find someone for the Lions. That would be great. But outside of that, oh wow, 8 people watching. I feel like a celebrity tonight. 8 people. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your Saturday night to watch me talk about um, fictitious football. That means 8 of us, well 9 of us, including myself, are not getting any ass right now. That's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. And I am not going to freestyle. My freestyle skills are reserved for those that will not have this on record and can play it back and blackmail me. That will not happen. But that's it for now. Make sure you reach out to your opponents, schedule your games, text or DM, and let's keep it going, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.